Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back, SimUK here. This is Hunting Simulator 2. Oh look. See, the walking animation pretty good, but when they stop it's just so... You see what I mean? It just looks so digital. And stop. And stop. So anyway, apologies for the audio in this recording. There's nothing I can do. It's so hot. I've got 4 fans going all over the house just to try and keep some cool air flowing so that we can all breathe easily. Hunting Simulator 2, if you watch my first look gameplay, basically led me up a garden path that made me believe I had a scope and a decent weapon. Turns out I didn't have either. So when I went hunting, I had no scope and a really pathetic gun. I shot this one deer like 5 times and he just kept going. It was an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to start again and basically I'm just going to show you the good bits and I'll formulate a review. At the moment it feels like this hunting simulator is an arcade game, except it isn't. It's like a new genre. It's an arcade game that's really hard. It's weird. Anyway, I'll play and then I'll make a review.
Are you ready to take on the elements?
First thing, how loud is the
started,
environment? It's so loud.
Cabin?
Way louder than he is. I'm going to have to do something about that. So, environment volume. I also dislike how when you go into the map, it just scrolls off. I mean, this whole map looks terrible, doesn't it? It looks like some child has drawn this house on with a crayon. And why is my marker, my pinpoint marker to identify where I found a track, why is it the same size, in fact bigger than the house? It makes no sense. The dog is essential in this game, it really is. But having said that, now that I've got the dog, I don't need all the these markers. And I advise you to turn head bobbing off. It's doesn't look great. The problem with these things is, as I'm walking around, so like I'm over here, when I bring this up now, my mouse is top left-hand corner. Do you see what I mean? So the mouse is moving in the background. So when you bring this up, it doesn't centralize your mouse, and that's really irritating.
Dog found the track.
Really irritating. Come on, honey. And that, look at that transition. What's that? Why does it do that? In the middle there's like nearly a whole second where you can't see anything. It's horrible.
Look there to stand. Okay, now all you have to do is climb into it.
So I hit it in the lung last time.
Wait for it.
I'm gonna try and go for the heart this time.
Now, take the shot. Good job. You got that deer good. Now, get out of the stand and go find the blood trail.
Definitely the dog is the best thing in this game, I think. I'm going to have a lot more fun hunting with the scope and with the dog. It's going to, I think, transform the game quite a bit. Although, you know, there is still this problem of walking at a super duper slow speed. Alrighty. Ah, lung again. Need to aim lower. Okay. What did you find? Okay,
Good dog.
good dog.
You did real good.
And there should be... There should be the option, like, there should be a keybind so you can tell the dog to do things without having to go into that radial menu. Because, you know, I think I'd put a voice attack on this game and just give voice commands to the dog, but I can't do that, annoyingly. Yeah, just give me the option, thank you. Claim animals, I'm going to sell this one. I've got a worse score.
Let's go back to your lodge. You're ready. Welcome to the hunting lodge. Here you can...
Yeah. Okay, so... Colorado. Cancel. Because the first one is free, I'm going to go for the most expensive. That just makes sense, right? Then we're going to go for some... So I'm going to look see what kind of weapon we can get here. It says examine the gun. Okay. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it just looks plastic. Like the textures aren't very realistic at all. Maybe it is plastic. But even the metal looks pretty plastic to me. So we can have 223, 243. Wow, they're expensive. Wow, they are bloody expensive. Right, what are we going to... What are we going to go hunting for? We need a scope. All 2.4. 4.2 is the most. So we're going to go look for some whitetail. So 0.243, 0.270. So I bought those last time, that was way too expensive. To be honest with you, the game tells you about the distance and stuff anyway. You need a bag in this game, otherwise you can't carry any items, it's a bit silly. Right, so this time hopefully I'll be able to do something a bit better. So we'll have that backpack. I have... See, did I just buy a gun that I don't bloody need? How many rounds do I have? Doesn't really tell me, does it? Oh, I see. You have to go into that. Alright, that's okay, so items. Select item 1. Why does it have to be so like this? Why can't I just select all 4 items at the same time? Why do I have to click so many bloody menu buttons? Right, let's go. It's poor UI design. So, let's go back to the forest and see if we can find our old friend. See, that transition makes more sense. Oh, I got my dog. Honeybee, come on girl. I mean, this looks pretty cool. Like this, but let's go. How slow he's walking. It's just a little bit too slow. And I want to be able to put my gun away sometimes as well. Crikey, what's happened to my hair? Oh. Girl, what have you found? I think the dog should bark if she finds something. That's old.
That's a good dog.
The dog should definitely bark rather than just sit there quietly. Now that sounds a lot like a moose. Or a bear. Moose.
Such a good dog.
Every time you open the radial menu, it stops you from being able to walk. I have to press the button again. That's irritating as hell.
Who's a good doggy? Come here.
Right, graphically it looks nice, the whole walking animation and stuff, the third person perspective. Actually looks pretty decent, but no, not being able to talk to your dog without fully stopping every single time, that's going to get annoying really quickly. You do speak. What was that all about then? Barking for no bloody reason whatsoever. When I need you to bark, you don't say anything. Found. Oh. Good girl.
Good dog. You did real good.
You did real good. Don't want to see a cougar today. Not the time.
Come. I need you beside me.
Honestly, that radial menu does not work. Is there any way to increase the field of... Alright, let's see if that looks any better. Yes. It does look a lot better, although it's got kind of a fisheye lens thing going on now. Oh, what have you found, B? Okay. There's a cougar in our mists. No jump. There's no jump in the game. Now, I read that there's a way to go prone. Crouch prone. Oh, you have to press and hold it, do you? You have to hold it to go prone. Okay. Works. Okay, there's a cougar nearby. I'm just curious. What's it gonna do if I walk near it? I assume it's gonna run off. Yeah. Okay, so we're basically going to walk straight across the map. Left shift to add a waypoint. Follow it on our radar. Let the dog do a thing. Let's see what we can find.
That's a good dog.
There's no command to tell the dog to leave a trail. You have to just walk away and then tell her to come. That's a little irritating as well. Plus, when she walks in front of you, you can't walk. That's also quite annoying. That's annoying in real life. Yep, she's got a little bit stuck on that piece of wood. Seems we can just walk over it, but she's stuck. So...
Come.
Strange. Really need to have a leave it command. Don't want to follow that bear. Leave the bear, thank you.
Come.
Oh, it's going to get old really quick. Some serious UI design mistakes. Thought you might slip or something, but no, nothing at all. Now that's weird, isn't it? You see the tree is kind of out the ground when you look at it. You see what I mean? It's out the ground, and then I look at it, and then the ground appears. I can see the dirt and the earth. That's an LOD issue. Again, LOD issues. If I look at it, you see the ground then appears. We're like 2-3 weeks away from full release, so you know I'm going to highlight these things to hopefully help the developers get these problems fixed. Because I've watched the YouTubers that they're paying to review this game, and they don't say anything at all. They're so cautious about what they say. Everything has to be positive, even when there's clearly negative things to be said. That way nothing happens, there's no progression. Look at the textures on that hill. This looks like squares. Awful. So I'm not being negative and pointing out the issues with this game just to be awkward or annoying. I fully appreciate that they've sent me a key to review it, and I want to repay that by being honest about what I see and the issues that I find. That way, you know, they've got a list of them, because effectively normally you would pay people to do testing for you, but they've just given me the game and I'm doing the testing for free. But because I've worked in the industry, I'm trying to do the job properly, you know, as you would expect a proper paid tester to do. What have you found, girl?
Come, I need you beside me.
Again, I mean, he's only got one command, doesn't he? I'd rather he just said, here, girl. Come. That'll be fine. Come. I need you beside me. It's already getting on my nerves. Mix it up or shorten it. That's all I can suggest. I thought I had something then. What have you found? We're not looking for grizzlies. Goodness sakes, honeybee. Ugh. So it's fair to say the maps are pretty darned big. It's definitely a huge area. Chocker full of trees. Actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna complain too much about the maps. I mean, I'm only talking about this one at the moment, but quite impressive so far. It says expertise increased. Flipping bears. Bears. You know what? Let's head up to this high point here. We'll see if we can find something other than flipping bear tracks.
Good job.
Drive increased, huh? Ay caramba. What have you found? What have you found? What have you found? Nothing there. Moose. Oh.
Who's a good doggy?
Did I buy a moose license? I think I did, didn't I? Alright then. Let's track 'em, girl.
Fine. I'm counting on you.
They're moose hunting.
Come on.
Oh, I see it right now. Spooked. How did you get spooked there? There's a lot of ground textures that don't work properly. You find this all over the map. Well, that's weird. Only have we lost sight of the moose. Seem to be able to track it at all.
Come on. Let's find it.
Well, Honeybee, you're not doing a great job of tracking this moose, are you? The dog's brilliant though. I'm loving the dog. Decent animations. Alright, Honeybee, I'll find her myself. More animation issues here, look.
Stay there.
Yeah. I see you. What did you find? Good girl.
Good job. Go on.
Oh, you can increase your stamina. That's cool. That's a nice feature. I like that. If they're going to introduce stamina features, then, you know, why not introduce the ability or the requirements for food and water, sleep? I mean, that would be much better.
Such a good dog. Go, follow that trail.
You would be behind that bush, wouldn't you?
Come along.
The dog can actually get lost. That's interesting. Hello. Oh, that sounds like what we're after. I get a shot. Looks nice. Nice sunlight rays coming through the trees. Sounds pretty nice. The male moose? Need a clearing. We go up into the tower. It's a male, alright. Not the most impressive specimen, and this angle is not ideal for us. How does it make that noise with its head in the water?
Stay in position.
Damn it. Maybe I waited too long. Come on. Got some nice locations in it, this game. Graphically, this looks pretty good.
Come here.
Wow, some of the dragonflies and beetles and stuff in this game are huge, they're like pterodactyls. Dog.
Find. I'm counting on you. Such a good dog. Go on.
Gotcha. Had to be a quick shot. Spooked by the dog, I think, because I didn't move.
Come. I need you beside me. Go get it.
Go, honeybee. A lot of crimson. It's quite fake, I guess, isn't it? The amount of blood that there is on the floor. If it was really bleeding this much, it would drop pretty quick. Definitely a lot easier with the dog. The dog is a great addition to this game, and something Call of the Wild sadly lacks. It's in the original. They really ought to prioritise it, I think. It really adds so much to the game.
That's a good dog. Go, follow that trail.
Is that our boy up there? It is, and we didn't do a good job. I think that was an instant drop. Then we got him that time. There we go. Not the most impressive. Good dog, well done.
Such a good dog.
So, according to this, just the one shot. But we definitely had 2 shots. So, I don't know if that's the same one or not. Sure as heck looks like it. Where we're heading. Great big mountain up the top. See what we can find on the way. Oh, what did you find? What did you find? What did you find? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Where is it? Where is it? What is it? What is this fascination you have with flipping black bears? Not a licensed animal. Okay. Oh, why did you freak out? You can smell me, huh? Check that theory. Yeah. 100% you can smell me. I'm going to try and get up on this sideline. I've used it all. Wow, that's an expensive bottle, isn't it? Stuck. I can't get the deer caller off my face. Can't get my weapon out. I can't do anything. Yep, that's us screwed. I can't do anything now. The game has crashed. Got this deer caller stuck in my gob and nothing I can do. Stuck in my mouth like a flipping blow dart. Can't swap weapons or anything. Like I say, they got 3 weeks to fix this before the game releases, so you know I'm gonna share my findings with everybody, I guess, because there's no other way I could do it. And you know, it's fair for you as a purchaser to see what the game's all about. It's not a bad game, but some of the UI decisions are horrendous. They need to sort out the UI. They need to add extra keybinds. They need to do something with some of the audio. Some of the graphics need improving, and obviously there's still some bugs to fix. Other than that, it's a very good game. At last. Alright, let's see how well we did. Score 37, that's not very good, considering he dropped instantly, well, on the second attempt. It doesn't tell me about the first shot, it doesn't tell me anything about anything. It's really quite limited, to be honest. So, can I now change? No. But you can fast travel to the towers. Interesting.